Hi, good morning. This is sirishavarma from brandingbypixels and today is Thursday. Thursday, we record a business case study video in our channel, and today's video we are going to talk about a new age technology company which started with just providing information services. So, this company has come to IPO in India this week and it was started way back in 2008. We are also going to talk about how this company works, its business model, and how it makes money. And at the end of this video, as we always talk about the lessons that we can learn as a small business owner from the different business case studies that we cover in Thursday as well. So let us get into it. The company that we are going to talk this week is PolicyBazaar. PolicyBazaar is India's leading aggregator and marketplace of insurance products. It was started way back in 2008 by Yashish Dahiya and Alok Bansal. And how this company actually came into conception was Yashish Dahiya was an IIT IIM graduate. If you specifically look at this kind of graduation degrees that a person holds, then you know that these are the biggest institutions in India. And specifically, the IIT exam is supposed to be the toughest exam to be ever cracked in the whole of world. So, coming from this kind of background, one day he was sitting with his dad and he was trying to understand the different insurance products that his father has invested in. And then, once evaluating those documents, he understood that his father has been duped lakhs of rupees by insurance agents because they did not explain to him what the caveats were around these policies. And way back in 2008, if you look at the economy, there was not much information provided by any companies, specifically insurance, regarding what those specific terms mean. And these companies, even in today's world, if you go to them to buy any insurance product, they throw around 100 pages documents to you and you don't know what to make of it. Either you completely read through it, and even if you read through it, there will be technical jargon filled in these pages, so you don't even understand when this specific insurance policy will be applicable and when it is not applicable. That way, these companies try to make sure that your claim is not processed and make a lot of money. And that is what Yashish Dahiya also found happening with his dad. When he looked at the market, he understood that there was lack of information regarding insurance, specifically insurance products. And the only way to buy insurance products was two different ways. First was you either go to an agent or an agent comes to you who specifically represents one company, and then he tells you, okay, these are the different things in the insurance which may not be mostly true, and then you sign up with the company. The second is you directly go to an insurance company and you buy the policy from them. Both ways, you don't get the necessary information that you need, and sometimes the same kind of policy is offered by two different companies but at two different pricing, which really does not make sense. But you cannot compare it until and unless you know what both these companies are offering, and that kind of information is not freely available. That is where PolicyBazaar comes in. Now, PolicyBazaar's revenue model when it started was advertising, lead generation, and e-commerce for products. So, advertising and lead generation was something that they started with. So, when they started with advertising, what they were doing was they just created a comparison kind of website wherein different financial products were being compared. All the different points in those insurance policies was being explained, and then they also started doing lead generation. For example, let us say you went to PolicyBazaar today, you wanted to buy probably health insurance, you went to PolicyBazaar, you checked at the different plans that are offered by different companies, and then you want to get more information, or probably you have decided on a policy but you are looking at if there is a possibility to get more discount. That way, you can fill the lead form that is out there on Policy Bazaar, or you can chat with their agents using the chatbot that they have, and your information will then be sent to different financial institutions like the insurance companies out there, and they can directly call you and offer you the products. That is the lead generation model that they have. Now, they have also started e-commerce for different products. So, the insurance products, they are also selling on their platform offered by these all other companies, and they generally get a commission for selling these products. It started way back in 2008 with comparison of multiple insurance products. So, as I told you, this company did not start with offering any specific products or services, but it was more about providing education and information to its end customers. And at this point of time, today it offers more than 250 insurance plans and 50 insurance brands. So it works with 50 insurance companies and offers more than 250 insurance plans in different insurance segments. It could be health, it could be general insurance, it could be motor insurance, etc. They launched their mobile app in 2015, and they also have an AI chatbot, artificial intelligence chatbot on their website. So they are a very tech savvy kind of company. If you look at what they do with the leads, they generally have a call center also that makes calls to the end customers or to the prospects who have left their information on their website. So they make 500,000 calls, and they sell million policies at least every month. Now, what they have also started doing was, pandemic was a big hit for this kind of business. They also had to actually downsize by letting people go in their sister concern, which was Paisa Bazaar. Again, we'll be talking about Paisa Bazaar in a bit. But what they did was, rather than getting worried about pandemic, because with pandemic what happened in India was, there was this lockdown. So all the physical movements were restricted. Nobody was able to go out anywhere. They were only allowed to buy necessary products like going to a supermarket or visiting a doctor, that too only for specific number of hours. So during lockdown, what Policy Bazaar did was, they went ahead and they created a whole digitalization or a digital platform of their own business by offering something called as self-inspection of vehicles for motor insurance. So what they did was, they automated the whole process of you getting a motor insurance for your specific car or bike by explaining to you specifically that you could actually create a video of your own vehicle and then upload that video in Policy Bazaar website, and then you will get a quotation from the different insurance companies which you can then go ahead and pay for. So this was something that they did. Apart from that, what they have done, so how did they become such a big company to go for an IPO was, they also started with all the data that they have. So all the calls that they generally make through their call center, everything is recorded. And they have all the phone call records from 2018, because generally when you make a call to a call center, it is being recorded for quality testing purposes. But something that this company has done was, they also looked at these calls and they tried to understand what sort of products are you looking at as an individual. And this data they started collating, they started doing data analysis on this data, and then they started talking to various insurance product companies, telling them, okay, these are the kind of things that people are looking at. So can you make any changes to the existing product? Is there something that we can do? So they started working with insurance products as a partner by creating customized insurance products as well. Now, as of FY 2020, they have revenues of $70 million. Now, they also launched a sister company which is called as Paisa Bazaar. Paisa Bazaar was founded in 2014, and what they do is, Paisa Bazaar is an online marketplace for loans and credit cards. Now, the smart thing about Policy Bazaar is, Policy Bazaar has all the individuals' data, right? So if you go to Policy Bazaar right now, you can also fill its lead generation form, or you can talk to its agent. That way, they already know that, example, Sirisha is actually interested in a health insurance product and she is looking at these specific features. So because of this, they already have my information with them. So it makes it easy for them to sell other things to me, like selling loans or selling credit card information, which was created into a separate wing as a sister concern using Paisa Bazaar. They have around 130 partners and 300 products at this point of time. So even with Paisa Bazaar, what they did was in 2020, they created a complete digital suite through which you could directly apply for loans. So again, coming back to India, if you have to apply for loans or any credit card, previously you had to walk into a bank, you had to talk to a loan officer, you had to tell them all the different details regarding you, then again go back, give them all the different documentation like your salary slips, your tax, whatever tax you have paid to the government, all of those receipts, and then only they would qualify whether you were right for the loan and how much loan is right. I mean, how much loan amount is right for you. But with this pandemic happening and with the lockdown happening in India, in 2020, Paisa Bazaar created an entirely digital suite wherein they get your credit scoring directly, and then they offer you what kind of loan is relevant for you and what kind of amount is right for you, working along with banks. So this is a very smart move that they have done. Now, these are the two different companies under one branch. They have gone to IPO this week and they have been oversubscribed by at least 3 times. What can we learn as small business owners from this specific business case study? Number one, even if you look specifically at Policy Bazaar, they started with an education or a comparison business model. They were not offering any specific products or services way back in 2008 when they started. But with these kind of features, they were able to add a lot of value to their prospects or to their end customers. So whoever came onto Policy Bazaar website, they were able to cross-check regarding different features of different insurance products that are available out there. This information was not easily available back then. So, though they started as an education or a comparison business, they were able to show value to prospects, and that is why they are able to grow and also create a diversified created another diversified company, which was Paisa Bazaar. Point number 2 is building new products as per market. They kept evolving. They did not just stagnate creating a comparison website, but what they did was they also were working directly with financial institutions because they had the data regarding what people were looking to buy. So what they did was they also started building new products with these working parallelly with these financial institutions, and they started also creating customized products working with these financial institutions. So that is something that we need to learn as small business owners as well. We might be starting our business with one specific product. But if you think that, okay, if I add another product to this specific product, I can make sure, again, when you are looking at another product to add to your base product, make sure they are both complementary. They should not be competitive. So you are just trying to add another layer to your business that way. Again, like I told you, the third point which I generally talk about in all my business case study videos is diversification post-stabilization. Most of the small business owners have this issue with shiny object syndrome. They start a business, specifically this happens with service kind of businesses, wherein we start with a core product, we start with a core service, and then we see that we are not making good enough progress. But somebody else who might be working on some other service offering is making good enough money. So we think, okay, probably my business is all wrong, probably their business is right. So you start offering their service in your company, whereas you are not an expert in that specific service. Remember, it takes at least 2 to 3 decades for you to become an expert in a service-oriented economy. So because you're not an expert, what happens is your core service also starts devaluing. But all successful companies, even including Policy Bazaar, they did not diversify until and unless their core product was strong. So they diversified and created Paisa Bazaar only once Policy Bazaar was stabilized and making good enough revenues. So that is it today for today, folks. This is Sirishavarma, founder chief strategist at Branding by Pixels, a business strategy design and digital marketing company coming live to you from India. I record videos 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Tuesday I talk about a digital marketing topic. This week I spoke about something that 90% of the business owners don't know anything about. So if you have not checked it out, please do go ahead and check it out. Thursday, I talk about a business case study. Last week, I spoke about business case studies like Nika and also these amazing businesses like Paytm. All of these are new age technologies. And this week, I'm talking about Paisa Bazaar. Saturday, I generally do a book review. Last week, I did a book review of The Parable of the Pipeline, which is important for entrepreneurs to create multiple streams of income. So if you have not checked it out, please do go ahead and check it out as well. Please do subscribe to my channel if you think I'm adding value to you. Please do smash that like button. It really makes my day. And please do share my content with people in your network if you think it will help them. Please do take care. I'll see you again this Saturday for the book review. Bye-bye.